Hang on, let me drag Sammy down here and see what he's planning on doing. Assuming he wants to be dragged down here, that is. Hello.
Well, hello.
I'm assuming you wanted to be dragged down. If not, just feel free to jump back.
Lol. No, I'm just, contemplating the implication. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Just trying to wake up with some coffee.
Coffee. I could do with a coffee.
Although I have just realised that this island I'm on only has diesel and no jetto.
I think you need to come to the Sawyer one where I now am.
Yep. What, Drellmore? Spy Cake area, Donk.
O'Neill Air Base. Sawyer Island.
Wait, where the heck is that?
The very east.
The big island. I don't think a whiskey would get me going, to be honest. A whiskey would have the opposite effect. I don't know what the weather's like for you, but it's nice. For me.
It's just thunder and, like, yeah.
Very unpleasant.
It's very not nice, yes.
So I'm going to try and build something that flies. Puppies is modding, so... I don't know what you want to do. If you want to do missions and stuff, then if I'm in the workshop, I have to solo it, which could be difficult with some missions. Or you can build something. It's up to you.
Sean says, can you ask if I can join? I'm not modding.
Oh. Yeah, of course you can join. I mean, you joined and you wasn't invited then.
Lol.
I'm sure he had a Sunday morning shift. It says Poppies. I'm sure it does.
Well, maybe things changed. Like the clocks.
Oh, he changed it. It's been edited.
Oh.
It definitely said he was modding.
I think you're making it up.
There you go.
Don't ask about the shifts, Paul. Just don't.
You was definitely, I checked, you was definitely down for Sunday morning. You and Alex.
Yes, I was. I was editing it yesterday and may have edited the wrong day.
Lol. Well, I can turn the game down a little bit. That might help a little bit. Right, so I'm going to have a look at building something that flies. In quotes. Right, how does this VTOL stuff work? Okay, we don't have any VTOL stuff. Wait, I thought we had VTOL engines.
Wasn't it what you were hoping for?
Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a minute.
I'm pretty sure we did unlock.
Yeah, it's not in the research to be researched, so I'm assuming you've got it.
Well, when I search for VTOL, I get nothing in the component list. Jet exhaust rotating, maybe that's it.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Jet engine exhaust that has the built-in mechanical pivot. This is part of a set of modular jet components. Thrust will be produced at the back of the exhaust proportional to the internal RPS of the engine.
Celebratory bunting.
So did this update of Stormworks fix the oil? I doubt it. Or did it fix the search bar? I doubt it. Actually, I didn't see anything about fixing the oil in the patch notes.
No, it was just fixing the winches.
I don't suppose we've still got that stuff up there to test if they actually fixed it.
I can check.
I don't remember how we left it. Thrust will be produced, blah, blah, blah. The direction of the thrust is controlled using a standard value that sets the target orientation within the pivot's range of motion.
I thought we had a version of this save where the train was left at the Daylight Oil Refinery, but
I think
maybe
Jack
not.
may have despawned it last time he joined.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Jack.
Goddamn Jack.
Yes, exhaust basic. Combustion changer. Right, hang on. So we need... I presume you need the intake, which is probably this. So you need an intake, you need
Oh, can we
a
add
compressor.
Orth, please?
A what?
Can we add Orth, please?
Okay.
Happy anniversary, Nat.
Mr. Melkar, thank you for 29. Klolov, welcome back. I don't think they fixed the old rhetoric, but without testing it, you know. Let's see. Medium turbine will convert air pressure to RPS within a jet engine. Right. Okay, we've got to begin somewhere. Let's start with a floor of some description. There you go. Plane's finished. Did we manage to defeat the boss? What do you think? What do you think, Bob? If you had to guess.
Yeah, stick 4 afterburners on it and you're done, right?
Well,
Goddamn lightning.
yeah, it's not fun. It looks awesome, doesn't it, Tommy? I'm thinking of painting it red and just calling it tomato. I just need to make it slightly more round. You're very interested to see how this ends up. Spent a fortnight putting a plane together, only to find it's no better than my tilt rotator, except for crash landings. I suspect mine will go the same way. You're looking forward to seeing this 747? You're in the wrong place. SD Williams, welcome back. Okay, so simplistically, we want a fuel section, we want a thrust, we want a cockpit. So let's put the fuel in the middle. Let's see. If we just have a block for fuel, maybe, for now, until we figure something out.
Pops,
Yeah?
can you fly curly toes?
Yeah.
Do you want to go and do a mission quickly?
Yeah, I'm just filling her up if you want to teleport to me.
Where are you?
Yeah, we'll put the fuel in there for now.
That's a good question.
Okay, found you.
Let's get some battery. We need some power.
Okay, curly toes is floating.
What game is this? Looks like
Okay.
Simple Planes.
Can you see the connector?
Stormworks.
I can.
Let's see. Hmm. Ah, let's see, it says you translate control presses. HOTAS version. We'll just have the normal version for now. Yeah, keep me good going during lockdown. Working from home made easy with the old Sunday night trucking in the background. Yeah, HOTAS, horizontal
Right,
throttle
so
and
I've got
stick.
hold of it. Do you want to winch it out?
If you've got a controller like a stick with a throttle, that's a HOTAS. We're not using that, so let's see. We got fuel. We need some kind of thrust capability.
Can you see it through the floor again?
Rotating exhaust. How many of these do you reckon we can get away with then?
There we go.
See, I'm thinking if you build 2 of them, how are you going to balance it? It's going to be very tricky to balance. Blanks, thank you for 58. I don't want to buy 4 of them though. That's going to cost a fortune. But simplistically, if you have 4, see, you're gonna need some kind of control. If you go down the HOTAS route, you're gonna need some kind of controller to keep the plane level. It's gonna be tricky. Even if you have 4 of them, it's gonna be like a quadcopter. You're gonna have to try and balance it. And only a PID can do that, really. Like, you would have to micro adjust. What is he making? Something that flies. Making a plane. You could use a fan. What do you mean a fan? A large ducted fan used for propulsion. The amount of force generated by the fan is directly linked to how much torque it receives from a connected engine. Interesting. Well, that depends if you want to go jet or not, because I presume you connect that to a more traditional engine like a diesel, right? Because if you connect the turbine has a torque connection for manual starting using an electric motor or for powering additional props and generators. That's a good point. You've got to get this going with something. You need to connect an electric motor just to spark it up. A directed exhaust at the back. What?
I'm talking to Sophie.
So a directed exhaust at the
That's
back, then a
Jack's
fan at the
dodgy
front.
design.
I don't know.
No comment.
You load jets in this game, they blow up over anything and everything. Oh my god, that is actually a massive fan.
Yes.
You're aware you only have one tail rotor, right?
Is he broke it again? Oh my god. Every time he gets in curly toes, something falls off it.
Oh, we can fix it. We'll just take the diesel out quickly.
A Madonna song is really coming around at the moment.
I just would like to point out, getting this chopper out of that hangar is not the easiest thing.
Well, let's take the fuel out of it and then go down to the Coast Guard outpost or whatever it is.
Okay.
Hoping that there's some diesel there.
So according to that, positive, if you set it to positive, it'll thrust downwards. Yeah. It's beginning to look like a quad.
Do you want to just leave this one unfueling and
Oh my
go down
god.
there?
I mean, it shouldn't take too long. It only holds 2,000.
I can't imagine what the
I'm also
controls are going
thinking
to
I
look
should
like for
remove
this
them
thing.
winches.
Well, they look like they match. Like, the positives are going pointing downwards on all four of them.
To the nut house.
So they look like they match to me. Rubber Rookie, thank you very much for
What one
subbing.
did you go
Welcome to the
to?
Nut House.
Coast Guard. Is it a Coast Guard T2?
It looks nothing like a plan.
Yeah.
It's below where we need to pick the scientists up from. Well, there's 9,000 here, that's fine.
I don't know what that bit's for. Looks like a go-kart. There you go. So you've got that, right? Let's say you've got your jet engine here, and the power's ducted to those things. That would let you apply thrust vertically, but there's nothing to stop you from... There's nothing to keep you stable, that's the thing. Like, you kind of need a PID to say... If you start tilting, like, adjust what these things are doing. Unless you go for, like, wings or something. I don't even know if that's going to work. Maybe I should just build a traditional plane for now. What have we got in terms of... The wing section small. Extra large wing. Wow. Holy smokes. That component looks so small here. That's a small wing section. That's a medium. Size of that? Mahusive? Similar to what you did with the boat balancer. Yeah, exactly, but... Get rid of them.
I've got to modify curly tones
Right.
because they changed the winches. So I just went to spawn it in, and it's like, your winch has been removed.
Well, we don't necessarily need them for this mission, do we?
Okay.
Just trying to do the highly
Yeah.
commended timer, but 7 minutes is a bit tight, really.
The wing section cuts through the air while resisting movement against the flat plane of the surface. The aerofoil section provides lift, the wing surface to enable lift and cut through the air. So I guess we need some ailerons or something, or does that act as one giant? Like, how does this work? That just generates lift, I assume. So we also needed a control surface, right?
Are you at the Coast Guard outpost, Amy?
Oh, I will be. I'm just sorting the other one out. Just trying to get this hose back and
Control surface
tidy it away
medium.
neatly rather than
Can be
have it
attached to a
point
surface of the
before.
vehicle to apply force as air or water is flung over it. It takes a number between -1 and 1 that represents two extremes of the fin's rotation. So I guess we need to put those on the end here somewhere. That looks a bit weird. How do you get it to line up? Like, I can't see how you're going to get this to line up properly.
Do you want to get fired up, pups? And we'll do a quick detach
You usually
and go.
place them on the
Yeah.
wing. When you say on the wing,
Once you think you've got enough fuel to
this is the
do,
wing, isn't it?
like 18k.
On the back of the wings. Okay, where's the back of the wing? As in, you normally put them here. So you run the wing all the way along and then put this, like, here, but at the end of the wing kind of thing. Right, okay.
That should be enough.
And what do you run along the... Because you don't want...
Yeah, ready when you
So
are.
let's say you put that here, right? What are you putting in the gap there or anything? You're not running the wing all the way along, are you, like that? That would look kind of weird. It has 2 or 3 because of physics. Are you serious? So you generally run like 2 of them like that. What are you saying? What would you normally fill in here then to stop it looking a bit rubbish? Is there any kind of fin-shaped piece that looks like that but isn't a control surface? Not mirror, you want inverted. That's a good point, actually. It's a very good point.
That will do.
Wedge blocks. Well, the thing's only 1 block thick. That's the problem. I don't think we have anything. Wedge 1x4 maybe. My game just closed. Like literally my game closed and I haven't even saved that thing yet.
Mine just says disconnected from server.
Yeah, I was in the editor just rotating a piece around and the game closed. So I probably just lost that.
It's fine though, Paul. As someone says, the search bar works fine.
Does it auto save workshop stuff?
It should do.
It might do. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, ain't that annoying? Okay, the last autosave game was from 12/17, so yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I just get the debug info up and I can't remember how you turn it off again. F1. Okay, I didn't lose everything, so that's good. Mr. Langeveld, how you doing? Let me know when you're back in.
I'm back in.
Okay, so looks like I just need to add the control surface medium.
Welcome back, Nutter. Happy anniversary, Nutter.
What if I stop punching the microphone? Stefan Lazik, thank you for 28 months, Stefan. Yeah, you see, you can't actually get that to line up properly. Don't thank me, thank Amazon. It's about the best we're going to get it, though, isn't it? I think.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Nutter.
Right, so we've got the wing done, I think.
Oh, yay, I'm here.
Plane 1. No, plane 0.00. 0.1. You can't do a full stop, so it'll have to be that. Okay, engines, right? Let's get the engines. So what are you thinking? One engine, two engine? We use the turbofans. I'm kind of wondering how you could run it efficiently. Like two
Hey,
jet
well,
engines.
At least we've got 16 minutes on this timer now.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't store fuel in the tank by the look of it. So, sorry, you can't store fuel in the wing is what I meant to say. Is it possible to have one jet engine running two turbofans or something? Does that even work? These things. A large ducted fan used for propulsion. So is it even possible to go... like that or something? And just put two massive fans on one jet engine? Or turbofan style? Yeah, but if we go propeller, we're going to be limited, aren't we, by speed, I think. Use a medium turbine and a T-piece. Yes, I'm thinking if we have like our turbine, and then we send it to these fans, but these fans look a bit weird like that, don't they? Hang on, what do they look like? I mean, I have no idea how much thrust these things generate. But if you have like, I don't know, a couple of them like that. Just kind of box it off, I don't know.
Already.
So what if you put them... if you put them like at the front and back and then just connect between them maybe? That'll even work. I'll put it on wrong. Dang it. Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
just
I
keep the
never knew
aesthetic of
there was a
it.
helipad on this island.
Neither did I.
Like, I had no concept that that was actually there.
The most use of VTOL control services. But do they provide enough forward thrust so that you could move this thing forward? That's what I'm trying to... that's what I'm trying to work out. So what if we connect the... if we have the turbine connection pointing inwards, right? Fans produce very little thrust versus exhaust or propellers. How do they manage to VTOL an aircraft then? Like, how, if they don't produce very much thrust, how on earth did they manage to lift an entire plane against gravity? I don't know what you guys are doing, but you just crashed my game again. I had my hands off the keyboard and mouse when that happened.
I'm just sat in the chopper.
Okay.
I can't move. Right? There's a
The
bug
game's-
somewhere, isn't there?
I was going to say, we literally just landed the chopper.
Well, something's not right, because the game never normally does this.
I hate to say it. Is it because of the modded pumps and winch cables and stuff that exist on the old winches that of Jack's mod?
Hey, well, they said that, you know, the current stuff will behave exactly as it did before, but who knows? And I can't find a log file anywhere.
The only thing that I've done is, so this time I went for a different research scientist. When I went to pick him up, it then just cut it out.
Is there a crash log I can look at anywhere? Do you know?
Let me have a look.
Does Stormworks actually have a log file anywhere? Because if it does, it seems to hide it. It's not in the save folder.
And Paul, to be really, 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 really picky when you're on a black screen, the top left and right of your green screen seems to be doing something weird. Like a literally little sliver.
Okay.
Just for information before somebody points it out in chat.
Well, now you've pointed it out, somebody will point it out. Good afternoon, Trotters. Because I can't see anything wrong with that green screen. That's a bit weird.
It's like them saying that the winches will work as they are, but on Curly Toes, a winch, you can't even spawn it with a winch anymore.
Okay, it creates a crash dump file, but it's binary, so I can't even look at it. So there's no information there.
Back.
Lol.
That was about right.
Yeah. Welcome back, Dale Lord. So I don't know what this is going to do, because we can't remove the mods, can we?
No.
The only thing I can think of doing is recreating the save game, which without any mods in it. So, you know, trying to copy over the money in the missions and that kind of thing. Because that's I don't know. Like, cause I'm only in the workshop, so it's unlikely to be that. It must be an area you fly near or whatever it is. It just bombs it out.
Well, it's curious that we're in a mission that's a mission from ages ago. And I say it was when I picked up a research scientist, but last time I picked up 2 successfully. When I went to pick the 3rd one up, it just crashed out.
Okay, well in that case, might I suggest that we sleep until all of our current missions are expired?
Yeah, try that.
Yeah.
For information, I've just loaded the glitched crude oil broken one, and it's still not working, so...
Okay.
Because I've got the daylight broken and crude oil broken still on my computer.
Citation Max, let's build a plane. Definitely my sort of game. Thank you, mate. Hope you will. Stay safe. Alright, so I'm in the game. If I teleport to... Actually, there's probably a bed here. Wait, what?
You're gonna have to teleport.
Okay, I am asleep.
I'll be asleep in a second.
So we currently have... Wait a second, we don't have any active missions.
You're on research.
Dirt. We have one now, 2 missions at the moment. 15 hours. So, yeah, we'll just sleep through that.
I'm sleeping.
Keep going. That's one of them. Should be one more to fail, isn't there?
Wow, they're all rolling in.
Wait a second.
The mission that we had was the transport
So that's okay now, right?
research scientist, so that's gone.
Right, let me save the game though. Furphy, if you look bottom left of the screen, it tells you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Alright, let's try that. Wow, I just teleported back to the hangar, and I'm underneath the hangar.
Sea.
Yay, thanks, game. You're the best.
Like,
Wait.
you know.
I've got a search bar, boys.
All you need is a search bar. Come on.
Why don't you search in the search bar, why is this game so broken?
Okay, I've just teleported somewhere else and I'm underwater. See if I can get out of this somehow. If I make my way out to sea, maybe I can get back in that way. Et voila.
Well, nice to see us back on solid ground, I suppose.
Well, we'll try that again. There we go. It seems to sometimes get the height parameter completely broken and then it spawns you under the map. Let's see how many seconds I can survive editing this plane. If it crashes again, the only thing I can think of is building a new save. And
Yeah,
taking all the
I
mods
can-
out so we know it's not that. Don't worry about the finishing touches right now. So, let's see. What was I doing? I was going to put fans on this, but somebody's saying that the fans in the game don't provide much forward thrust. If that's the case, we're basically saying that we can't use fans as a propulsion. These things. Because I really do, like, because the game doesn't give me any information. It says force of 2000. Let me have a look at the, that provides a thought of power of 1000, actually. That's not a force. That's interesting. A jet exhaust that provides a power of 1000 but no force. How does this work? Okay, this is slightly confusing. It says thruster proportional to the RPS, but does not say what the coefficient is. Dang it. What if we fake it then? What if we just put the jet exhaust at the back? I take it the input for that is in here. Wait, what's the...
What's the plan, pups?
If you want to do the drone, I need to fit a winch.
Well, I figure I need a winch for that as well.
I'm just trying to figure out how this new winch logic works.
What do we need to connect to this thing? The turbine?
Well, the drone's got 9 minutes.
Like
so
that
I figure
issue?
by the time I've fixed a winch and got that done, that'll probably have expired.
I've already tried Space Engineers. So on the turbine, what, you need the compressor before that? Compressor produces air within a jet engine, part of the modular jet components. I'm trying to remember what the staging is. Always use a PID to control the jet engine. Why? Intake, compressor, combustion chamber, vents. Hang on. Intake. Oh, why is this? Why is this not in mirror mode? I swore I put that back on. Okay. Let me stick a compressor on the back. Intake, compressor, combustion. Vents. What are the vents doing? Vent, then the turbine, then the exhaust.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Wait, what is the fuel link in? Oh, there's the fuel. Vents are if you want to make a VTOL or something. Hang on. So, wait a second. Is it called a vent or something else? Because I don't seem to have that. Or a duct. A small ducted fan. T-shaped section of ducting for use in jet engines. So you use this to direct the hot gases, presumably? The hot exhaust gas? I don't think we need that, do we? You can merge or split air from the engine. It's very interesting. Mr. Steelman, thank you for 4 years. Happy anniversary, sir. Gale Lord, welcome back. It's optional. A turbine. And then exhaust on it. It's quite big.
So, mate, have you figured out this new winch system yet?
Yeah, I think I've just about got it.
So the fuel connector's
It's,
here, so we can split that straight from the
You have
tank.
to put a node down before you can then connect that to a hypothetical winch.
We're going to need something out the back here.
But I'm not sure how that works in the form of not connecting that to the object that you want to have winched away, if that makes sense.
Hang on, let me save it. Box went forward today. Yep, they did indeed. Control surface. Let's see. Medium control surface. I don't know how much deflection we're going to need. Proportionally, that seems very big. What kind of plane are you making? I'm going to make a plane that flies. That's objective number 1. Although that seems quite small now I look at it. Hmm. Its tail section may need to be longer. Well, you know, Bowsy, proportionally, we can change this, yeah? I can splice this and move it forward. I had to draw a line in the sand. I had to put something down and start building, right? And then I can adjust it later. Proportionally, it's not right yet, is it?
Natter.
That section is too short, obviously. Well, I say obviously, there's nothing wrong with it. The center of mass is here. If you load it with fuel, the center of mass is going to come forward. And then it's not that far off the center of lift. So it's not that bad. Sipacori, I think, for 51 months. But if we make the front section a bit further forward, that center of mass will move. We want it to be behind the center of lift a little bit. Because when this loads with fuel, that center of mass is going to move forward. Unless we move the fuel tank. There's so many variables. Well, unfortunately, Moldy, unlike Kerbal Space, it doesn't actually show you the center of thrust or the center of lift. It doesn't show you that. You can't put it on the screen as an arrow, which is very annoying. Like, Kerbal was a bit better in that regard. Nice, we'll go back when you had elevators. Yeah, that's true. So maybe something like that. Although this should be a little bit higher because I doubt the game models this, but the dirty air coming off this wing is going to hit that. Turbod, how you doing? So really that should go a little bit higher. No, it doesn't. No. I'm pretty certain it wouldn't. But it's whether you want it to look good or not, I guess. I mean, for kickoff, we just make something that moves. Okay, surprisingly, that center of mass didn't move forward very much. Will it be a seaplane? I have no idea. Center of gravity is normally at 1/3 of the wing's chord.
Part.
I don't know mathematically where you would put it. I never really studied that kind of level.
Yeah.
When you go into the logic,
Yup.
does the fluid and
Weight blocks, I would not want to
power
add
one
weight
say
block.
use pipes with advanced vehicle difficulty?
Hang on, I'd have
So when
to
that's
spawn
loaded with
one in,
fuel,
hang
that will
on.
move forward at least to here. At least. What the true test will be is when you start flying this, what position are these in? These elevators. If they're in a fairly neutral position and it stays relatively level, it means the plane's not like trying to dive or trying to climb, which is good. But you can't work it out mathematically from here. Yeah, but if I bring the back in a bit, I'll lose
Say
storage
that again,
space
sorry, what did you
potentially.
wanna know?
So on the power and fluid nodes,
Yeah.
like I can't edit mine.
I think I'd rather probably push this section forward a bit and shorten the back. If you use this more for storage than that section, maybe. As a way of effectively pushing the wings backwards.
Nutter.
Rob Jansen, 31 months, mate. Thank you. Yeah, we've pushed that forward 4 blocks, say. And then
I can't edit it either. Figured out how to do the rope though.
Does yours actually work?
Not sure.
there you go. Whoops. Something went slightly wrong though.
This whole new winch system's confusing.
There we go. Depends how you want to place the landing gear. Main gear on the front or the back. On the cabin, under the wings. Very true. So many options.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Slightly better. Opera Fond, welcome back. Mr. Hoytland, 80 months, 80 months. Thank you very much, Wyland. Okie doke. Right, we need to connect the fueling. We also need a way to actually fuel this thing. Because right now there is nothing like that. So we will need in here.
Welcome back, Nutter.
We don't need to pump it, presumably, do we? Presume we just need a fluid port. Right, we need to have a T-section pipe enclosed.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Apples, dude. Thank you for 28 months. Absolutely, Rob. That's exactly what it is. I don't think how I want to do this. We need to have a fluid port. Probably like here or something. But if you put it that way, I presume it's not going to get all the fuel. So you kind of want to have it like that, I guess. In which case you might as well just do it this way. So just grab the fuel and then send it along here. That doesn't look right. Did I use the wrong piece? Wait, what? Am I using the wrong T section here? T-shaped pipe segment can be used to branching pipe in 3 directions, which is what I want. It was correct. It was an arrow bug. I thought I was going mad. Hang on a minute. There's 3 holes there on a flat surface. That's definitely right. There's something very broken about that. See, it goes up, it goes left and right, but it's got an arrow pointing that way when it shouldn't have. You see it? Even though it's a flat surface in that direction, it's got an arrow pointing that way, which is not correct. The arrow should be pointing upwards where the hole is. But it is pointing upwards. It's actually pointing in more than one direction. That is so broken. It's the wrong piece. No, it's not. It's the correct piece. It's the correct piece. It's just the arrow is wrong. Look, can you see? Can you see that arrow there? That should not be pointing that way. It's not the wrong piece. How can... If it's the wrong piece, why am I looking at a flat surface? Look, there's a hole to the left, there's a hole to the right, and there's a hole going up. Ignore the arrows. Look at the holes. I can see through to that engine, and I can see through to that engine, and I can see inside the fuel tank. I can't see that way. There's an arrow pointing that way, but I can't see that way. It's correct.
How's it going, Somi?
I think I've just about cracked it, but I'm just trying to fix what was broken.
Yeah, I think I'm just about there as well.
Let's have a look. Is it gone? Good morning, Deshaun. Kind of want to enclose this thing because it'll look cooler. See, what's annoying about these wing sections is you can't do anything with them. Like, you can't run fuel easily under them. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. It's more efficient. That looks better. Do I have COVID-19 yet? No, I thankfully don't. But I know a guy very well. I've known him for 20 years. He's 84 years old and he's got it. And he got taken into hospital yesterday. And he's on a ventilating oxygen machine, but they're waiting for an intensive care bed for him. So, you know, I'm kind of worried for him. Because that's, he's right in the risk range. And the worst thing is his family can't even visit him at all. Like, they can't go and see him. So imagine that. Imagine being 84 years old, right? And then you put in hospital and nobody you know, none of your friends and family can come and see you. How horrible is that? Thank you. Yeah. And that's the reality of the virus right there. What have we got? Train wheel assembly, wheel coaster. Simple wheel that requires no engine power, spins freely. You cannot control the forward and backward rotation, but it can be locked into place by sending a brake signal. Which actual wheel do we want for a plane then? I can't send our best wishes, Heyman. I have no way of sending best wishes to him. I can't communicate with him. One of your relatives got it. I think Chewie's dad got it, didn't he? Which I presume means Chewie might get it.
anniversary, Nutter.
So I've got it so the cable works, but I can't get the object that's on the end of it to function.
Like, if you add
So
this,
I'm not the only
how do you
one,
stop the
then.
plane?
No.
Isn't there a landing gear wheel, Paul?
You know, Ferret was saying he's just getting over it. Oh, Ferret had it. I don't know, to be honest, Pups. There's no gear.
There's a large landing wheel. I don't know how big that is.
Large landing wheel that requires no engine power. Yeah, they're pretty big. Christian Spiel, thank you for 31 months.
So, Sammy, I get it to the point where I can move the winch, but nothing else is moving. It's just attached to the chopper.
All right, so I've got it so I can move whatever object I want it to move, but I can't physically make the connector on the end of what I've attached it to turn on.
Have you connected it to power and everything?
Yeah. Like, I've even been in the workshop 4 times to make sure that I haven't missed something.
Can I grab a copy of the one you've got then, and I'll see if I can figure it out as well, and we'll work on this together.
Yeah, I'm at Spy Cakes at the moment.
Okay. I'm at Spy Cakes now.
It's in the build bay. So obviously there's the front winch with the main pump out on it, and then the rear anchor. Which
Wait, if we want to have nose wheel steering,
and you can pick the front bit up as well.
don't we need a rotating pivot as well?
Do you have a copy of this saved so I can grab it?
Yeah, you can grab that one.
Okay.
Compact robotic pivot.
So obviously the front one's a bit of an unknown quantity until I actually get some fuel in it. But
So,
the rear anchor,
if I'm correct,
like I figure you should actually
that
be able
will
to see the
retract
mag
and
all go
rotate.
white again, shouldn't you?
Yeah,
I
you
think.
should be able to.
So do I, Chris. So do I, mate.